Oh, back to another game of Champions. We're going to be playing Blink again. Kaj left a comment on the video with Blink and just explained that, and I think I was kind of coming to the same sort of conclusion that I didn't really get how to play Blink when I played her last time. So we're going to try her again, try and work her out, and see how we get on this time. We've got the same aggression deck, which could be interesting, because we're also playing Moonstone, who's got a precon of aggression, so we'll see how this goes. Moonstone is by Jakxin, and she just punches really hard by the looks of it. Yeah, so we'll see what she's like. I've not really looked at her, I've just kind of seen her in action a few times on Jakxin's stream. Yeah, so we're also going to be going against one of my scenarios. It's Hama. So her whole thing is she's going to try and get bloodbending attachments out, and those bloodbending attachments are basically going to make it so that your allies and everyone will be attacking you. So she doesn't really attack for a lot, but she will make your allies hit you. So if you've got strong allies, you're gonna start to regret that. So part of the setup is that we're going to reveal Old Man Ding. So when revealed, put Old Man Ding into play under your control. We're going to have Moonstone be the first player, and search the encounter deck and discard pile for a bloodbending attachment and reveal it. So we're just going to go search for one. Let's go for the threat one for now. Okay. And then we'll flip this. So we're going to shuffle here, we're going to draw up our 6 cards. Energy, second gem, I think that's pretty important. Okay. We are going to I was thinking they weren't quite in the right spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw 4. Which might have been a bad idea because we might have drawn our other gem, so that was smart. Okay, she does come with a new keyword though, which is traitorous. So we can play a card, when you play a card with, I think that's meant to say traitorous, not villainous keyword. You may pay part or all of its resource costs, placing threat on the main scheme, reducing its cost by 1 for each one. For each resource you reduce the cost by, place 1 threat on the main scheme, yeah. Then we're going to draw it with Blink. So we're going to draw 6. Okay, that's good, we've got a pull upgrade nice and early. And then we want to really discard for our Crystal Palace, I think. We've got another portal upgrade. I don't know if we need both, but we'll work with it. And then we'll start playing. So when an enemy schemes against you, we're not going to worry about that. I'm going to flip up. Oh, sorry, we've got the rest of the setup. We're going to find a Moonstone gem. And put it into play. So we can take a damage at source, Moonstone, gem, and ready. And use that in both alter ego and hero form. And I've just thought about something, forgot to change that. Okay, so we're going to flip up. we're gonna spend 2 to get the second gem down. That's basically the same thing again. Then gets +1 hand size 1, hero form, +3 hit points. Source power suit to heal 1. That's a strong card. Boost card is turn face off, but it's also remove a session counter. Deal damage to a minion equal to the number of boost card icons revealed. Okay, I think we get the power suit down. And we just basically set her up to gain 3 hit points. We'll keep. Let's just carry on getting set up. We're going to place 2 on the main scheme, and I'm going to place therapy. Alright. So when Moonstone performs a base action, take 2 damage and exhaust the Moonstone gem. Get +1 for that basic powerless use. I'd rather just ready, to be honest. Yeah. I'll attack for 2. Exhaust, take a damage to ready, attack for 2. Exhaust, take a damage ready because it counts as that Moonstone gem. 1, 2. That's 6 damage off the off. And then we're going to heal the damage back. Old Man Ding, he can't attach Hama. Oh no, he can. He can attack Hama. But instead, we're just going to have him for 1, taking a damage. Then it's Blink's turn, so we pay 1, 2, 3 to get the X jet down. I'm going to flip up. I'm going to place a portal on here, and I'm going to place a portal on here. And then we're going to attack for 2. I'm going to ready up and draw 5 cards. Up to 5, so 4 more cards. Okay. Here, we're going to ready. We're going to draw 6 cards because we get an extra hand size. That's great art. Move 2 threat from one scheme to another scheme. Interesting. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Source Moonstone gem to stun or confuse the damaged enemy. Okay. I've got 2 of them. And another therapy. Okay, so 2 threats going on here. Then she's attacking here for 1 plus a boost card. I think we're going to take it for 3. Then after she attacks, he's going to attack here and take a damage from consequential. Then she's going to attack over here. I haven't got any defense. I'm going to defend though, I think. For 1, 2, deal this card as face down and counter card. Okay, I'm going to place it there. To a player of your choice, yeah. So I take no damage. I don't control any allies, so we're good there. And then some card cards. So we have controlled strings attached to an ally you control. All binding. Oh yeah, sorry, no, not done that yet. So he's not going to be able to attack, and he's got +1 attack, so when he is hitting us, he's hitting us for a lot harder. And then we have quick strike. We're just going to take it. She's got a lot of health, she can take a bit. And quick strike. We're going to take the 1. Okay. At the end of the turn phase, place threat on the main scheme equal to the attached character's fort. 1 threat. That's Moonstone. So I'm going to spend 2 for loose footing to get out. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, 2 additional damage to an enemy for each portal upgrade attached to it, so it's 6 damage. Then can't use surprise missile anyway, so I'm just going to use aggression and X-Jet to get that glob. It's going to deal 2 damage to her. So no matter what we do, old man Ding is dying here. So we don't need to do anything to get rid of him. So I will fort for 2, taking 2 consequential, and then that's going to be done, I think. Then it's Moonstone's turn, so all banding, we're going to have fort the scheme for 1. And he goes in there. Then we can attack Hama, or we can try and get rid of one of these guys. Before we do anything, we're going to heal the damage from our identity. Okay. We're going to attack for 2. Take a damage ready. Attack for 2. Take a damage ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4 to get out Satana. Didn't forget about this, but never mind. So Satana, if she defeats an enemy or scheme, heal damage. So it doesn't really matter now because she takes consequential after that. So she's just going to deal the 2 damage here, and then Moonstone's just going to finish that guy off. Could place 2 on the main scheme to do 5 damage. I think I'm going to, and I'm just going to use it to get rid of this guy. So he's gone. Okay, so we're going to ready. We'll draw 6. Endurance might be good here. Yeah, I'll mention that if it comes up. Okay, we're gonna ready. We're gonna draw 4, and it would be even better if I did it by hand. It is looking a very good hand though. Unfortunately, too good a hand. Oh no, we've got extra. So as long as we don't discard a card, which I don't think we can, we should be good. So 1, 2. She's attacking here. We're going to defend for 3 and deal this card as a face down. We're going to take it to ourselves. So 1, 2, 3. 10 for 2. So we take 1. Then she's attacking here. We're just going to take it for 2, and then we're going to get rid of Angry Blast for intangible. When we take any amount of damage from attack, prevent all that damage. We can source the Moonstone gem, which we're going to do to heal 2. Then encounter card and encounter card. So we know what this is. It's going to attach to this ally. Then attach to my identity. Do resolve. Pair resolves to boost the card during enemy activation. Do it to yourself as a face down encounter card if it has a Fire Nation or Mercenary trait. And we can go to alter ego to exhaust your identity and discard this card. Okay. And encounter card here. Gripping control. Exhaust this card, take 2 damage, so it's forced action. When you play an event, tuck it under here instead. If the total cost of events tucked under here is greater than 4, discard this card. So we want to start playing some events together than that, so we're not taking 4 damage every turn. Although she doesn't have many. Okay, so it's Moonstone first. First thing we're going to do is heal 1. I keep forgetting to do that. Actually, it didn't matter because there weren't any minions in play. I think we just want to get this out of the way if we can. So, how much health has he got? He's got 3, so we can kill him off pretty easy. I think we're just going to attack for 2 and attack for 2 more. So yeah, there's a typo. 28. Yeah, bit of a typo on there. I'll fix that at some point on the numbers. So now, after she attacks you, choose a friendly character with blood bending attachment. That character attacks you. Oh god, that is a proper typo on there. Jeez. The character does not exhaust, but if that character is an ally, it takes consequential damage. So now, if these attachments are attached to an identity, they can do it to the identity can now be forced to attack as well. So so I'm going to exhaust this. I have to take a damage for it. Okay, we'll take a damage to play harness energy, so we have 1 on here. I'm actually going to play endurance 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This card here is a little bit broken. When Fixer enters play, discard an attachment. All the FFG ones have the text discard an attachment with a hero action or hero response, because otherwise scenarios like Hela, where you can't discard, there's no option to discard an attachment, or there's just scenarios with just attachments that only discard after a forced interrupt or forced response. You can get rid of them, which will potentially break some scenarios or just be a bit too powerful compared to other discard attachment effects. Not quite sure how you fit that on the card though. That's the only thing. Yeah. She should have took a damage. Then, oh wait, sorry, I forgot to do this. Should have placed 2 threat from Garb. Unfortunately, we haven't got any of her threat cards, so I'm not going to play Lash Out because we're struggling on threat right now. So we're just going to exhaust this card and take the 2 damage. TGS acting weird. Okay, so it's Blink's turn. So the question is, which do I prioritise here? I think we go for Crystal Palace. Oh wait, I can get both down. Let's also the X-Jet. Spend these 2. So that'll let us be able to keep the portal upgrades. Put there instead. Rather than wasting them whenever we try and do an event. Which means we could potentially use it on here. Attach it to the Crystal Palace. Yeah, I'm going to call on an action to play Lash Out. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Yeah, it's going to fail, but it means we have the portal is going to go off. So it's actually going to go under here. Because when we play an event, just to explain that, rather than just do it. When the attached enemy or scheme will be targeting an attack or thought event, which it was. Reduce that event's cost by 2. Discard this card after the event resolves. Down here we can exhaust Crystal Palace to attach it face down here when it's discarded, and then we can go to Alter Ego and add it to our hand afterwards. Okay, then I think we want to do something with Glob so that he doesn't end up attacking us for 2. So we're just going to thwart, which means he's going to die. We're also going to exhaust this to go search our deck for a portal upgrade. There we go. And that's Blink done. Okay, so we're properly set up now for Blink. So we can hopefully we'll hit into some other cards that interact with these a bit more. We haven't been very lucky with that so far. So we're going to draw 6 here. Okay, we can get a resource generator. Okay. Okay. 5 cards here. So I've got another portal. And we've got assault redirection. So we're not needing to worry about damage just protecting ourselves this time much. So we should be pretty good here. Right. 1, 2. Going to attack here. I think we're going to have Satana defend. So 1, 2, 3. Then she doesn't control any allies with a bloodbending attachment. We're going to. Do I need to? Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. We're going to spend Oh wait, we get to see how much damage they're going to do first. So it's 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I think we are going to do it. We're going to spend X jet to do assault redirection. When a character will take any amount of damage from an attack, then all that damage. You may discard a portal grid attached to an enemy to deal that damage to an enemy equal to the amount prevented this way. So we're going to discard this. It means we're going to exhaust Crystal Palace to place it face down here. That means we can deal 3 damage to Hama. And that's the attack done, so we're getting guard cards. Advance. So she's going to scheme for 2, 3. And Robert Master. Discard cards from the top of the deck until you discard an attack event. Yep. So this is the card that I've recently changed and wanted to test because I'm still not sure it completely works, and here's a good reason why. Play that event for free against a friendly character. You can't really do that with this, but you'd still be playing it for free. Yeah, this card needs changing. I think it would be fair to say that that just whiffs. Yeah, this needs changing. If you cannot or no damage was dealt this way, deal damage to your enemy equal to your attack. So we're just going to take 2 damage. Yeah, that's annoying. Trying to work out how to fix that card, and I just can't find a way to make it work. That's a good example of why it doesn't. Okay. It's Blink's turn first. So, I'm going to put another port upgrade on Hama. I'm going to spend... I haven't got any others in the deck, have we? Skull Battle now. Pretty close to the end of the deck, so I think what we're going to do actually is we're going to trigger this card's effect. We're going to spend 1 to take that to deal 7 damage to an enemy with an upgrade attached. Down to 8. Which means we do discard this. We're not going to be able to tuck it onto here, but we should hopefully be able to pick up enough. And we've not got much of the deck left anyway, so I'm going to exhaust to find if there is another portal. There is. That may have been the wrong choice there, but I've done it now. Just because I want to heal some more. And I'm not going to be able to heal without thwarting a little bit. So, because we've got barely any thwart between the two of us. And I'm going to flip down. So when we flip down, shuffle each. Oh, okay, it goes into your deck anyway. I thought it went into the discard pile. Into your deck and heal 1 damage for each upgrade shuffled this way. Okay. Then that's done. Next turn we'll be able to add all the portals to our hand, so we can restock this area and get going. Okay, so now this should be ready. I'm going to heal 1 damage using Power Suit. One, 2. How much more do I need for this? Just greater than 4. So I'm going to spend 2 to lash out, which is going to go on here, which means he's not forced into it, so I could just ignore it, but I don't want to take 2 damage every turn, so so that's gone. We are going to, I think we're just going to get the Zeus into play. Then I'm going to fort for 2, take a damage, ready to fort for 2, take damage to ready to fort for 2. I'm not sure I get the benefit of taking 2 damage and getting +1 to the basic power when you can just take a damage and ready instead. So you get double the use instead. But I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some scenarios where that's helpful, maybe, for like the making an entrance, I suppose, and things like that. But I'm not sure I completely get the benefit of that over that. Unless I'm missing something, which is probably the case. Unless you didn't have Moonstone Gem, I suppose, but you have to have Moonstone. You have to have Moonstone Gem to do it. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm missing something there. So we're going to ready. We're going to ready. So we're going to draw 5 cards here. Get one of our portals, and we get our attack and fort event. That's nice to see. Yeah, and we get 6 cards here. Crossbones. After a friendly character is defeated, it gets +1 attack until the end of your next turn. Okay. 1 second. Sneezing now. So okay, it's 1-2 here. She's going to scheme against Callus. I'm not got anything to stop that, I'm assuming, but it's not really that major. So what? So she's just scheming for 2. Then she's attacking here. I'm actually taking quite a bit of damage here. So I'm just going to exhaust and take an extra damage. Take 2 damage. And it's a card card and in card card. This card getting Surge. Each friendly character takes 1 damage for each bloodbending attachment. If no characters you control took damage this way, search the encounter deck and discard pile for bloodbending attachment and reveal it. Don't want to not be able to attack. So the only way to get rid of these attachments is if someone attacks you, and Moonstone hits pretty hard, so don't really want her attacking me to get rid of something, so I'll be... I'm gonna play that. Got some 0 cost stuff. I'm just gonna review it. Okay, yep. So Moonstone has +1 attack, but she can't attack Hama. So you might end up attacking each other by the looks of it, which is going to be a little bit nasty. Might want an ally out just to be able to get rid of some of these So we can attack friendly characters with bloodbending attachment as an enemy minion. So if we've got any minion based stuff basically. So we've got any end of turn, end of phase? Nope. So we're going to go here. These are both 2 attack as well. No matter what, I think we're getting hit for a decent amount here, so interesting. What's she? She's 222. We can get triage out, which would be nice. She'll be able to 1 heal Cersei and deal 1 damage somewhere. So 1 damage can be to Moonstone. And we can heal the 2 back from whatever we attack from triage. So I think we're going to start off by using Bloodstone Gem to ready. Ah, she's doing 3 damage though. Yeah. Good lash out. Two damage, 2 resources to get rid of that. I think we want to be flipping down anyway, so I think we're actually just going to attack with Caris against Moonstone, and we'll use Triage against Blink, I think is what we're going to do instead. So we're going to fort for 2. Moonstone Gem, Power Suit, take a damage, ready. I'm going to spend 1, 2 to get combat training out. So I'm going to use crossbones to do that instead, I think. How much threat can we remove? We're going to be removing at least 2 threats. I think we can afford to do seduction for 3. 1, 2. Sounds like we put 2 on, and then we're removing 4. So, sorry, put 2 on and then we're removing 4. So we get down to 0. So, honestly, might not be worth it. You know what? We're just not going to do that. There's not much point because we're going to remove 2 threat anyway. So I think we'll just get seduction to get angry bee energy. After you exhaust Moonstone Gem, discard this card, deal 2 damage to an enemy and shuffle 2 cards from each discard pile into your deck and draw 1 card. Wow, that's a good card. Then I'm going to flip down. I'm going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I think that's it. So it is Blink stand. So we want triage in as early as possible. Which annoyingly I think we won't get drop kick out because of it. No, we can do that. So we're going to spend 1, 2 to get triage out, which is going to heal 2 damage from us. Triage is going to attack us for 1, which is going to let us get rid of this before we start playing a load of events. Oh, sorry, before we do that, before we flip up, we're going to exhaust this and add these to our hand. And then we're going to do that. Then I'm going to place a portal on here and a portal on here. She's going to take consequential damage. Actually, then we're going to play Everywhere at Once. You know what else I forgot to do when we flipped up? Shuffle this in. Using her second hero ability. So we're going to deal 2 damage and remove 2 threat. We can't get a bonus out of this, unfortunately. I got slightly messed up that turn. Do I use a portal as a resource? Feels like a bad idea. I'm gonna not. We're gonna do it anyway, because I think drop kick will be pretty helpful here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, stun and draw a card. It's another ball. Okay, we don't need that right now, but okay, so we're gonna ready. I'm gonna draw 5 cards here. Get an encounter card. Right. Of course, we get a defense event while we're in alter ego. That's just typical. We're gonna draw here for 4 more. Okay, so we've got a big fort card, which she's skimming this turn, so might be good. We'll see. So we're going to do 1, 2. She's scheming against Moonstone. For 2. 1, 2. She's attacking here, but she's stunned. And then it's encounter card and encounter card. Each friendly character takes 1 damage for each bloodbending attachment attached to them. There isn't any in a minute. So we're going to search for another one, which means she's going to get another bloodbending attachment on her. We're just going to go for the event-based one. We've got triage in, so she should be able to take it out quite nicely. When revealed, there's 1 threat here for each bloodbending card in play. So 1, 2, 3. And when defeated, search encounter, take and discard pile for a bloodbending attachment and reveal it. Constrict and control. Each friendly character takes 1 damage for each bloodbending attachment attached to them. Takes 1 damage. I think I forgot to do her interrupt, so I'm just going to place 1 last down. Okay, so it's blink first. Not the right button. That button. We're going to put portal on here. I think. Do we need to do that? Does that help us? It doesn't. Let's not do that. We want triage. She's going to attack Moonstone. Die. To get rid of this. So we're going to play Utopia. It's actually too much threat right now that we just don't need it. Have we got any smaller allies on here? So yeah, if I get a blood bending attachment, it's not too bad here. So I'll go 1, 2 to do. Actually, I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm going to use the portal instead to do. Do I want to do that? I'm going to save that to the end because she's pretty close to death, to be honest. Yeah. So we're going to attack. We're going to use the X-Jet to do surprise move. To do 4 damage. It's not going to defeat him, but we'll get him down to 8. Then I think we'll use the quiver to grab another portal. I'm going to spend the 2 portals to do multiple porting. Probably not the best use of portals here, but because we're going to get rid of this. Just going to get a split bending attachment. I'm going to go for fire control again. Okay, so that's been done. So it's Moonstone's turn. Can Moonstone do 8 damage? I'm pretty sure she can. So we're just going to flip up. I'm going to attack for 2. Source Moonstone's gem, take a damage. Attack for 2. Oh, so it's 3. So actually it's 2 more damage because of combat training. And then we've got 1, 2 to do Moonbeam for 5 damage. Okay. Right, oh wait, we didn't even need to spend the 2, we could have just done the portal and saved 2 resources if we wanted. Okay, that was what felt like a really quick game. Yeah, a very quick game. Hama can be a little bit squishy if she doesn't get blood bending attachments out, so that might be part of it. But Moonstone definitely hits hard as well. I mean, neither of these had fought were Injustice or anything. They were both aggression, so it was always going to be a quick game, to be fair. But yeah, Moonstone was definitely doing the most damage there. Still don't feel like I got much out of Blink, but I think that was because it was a quick game. I think she needs a little bit of time to get set up. Once she's got her portals out, and that second cycle through the deck, she's a lot more powerful. And if your teammates are playing attack events and fort events, that's when she's really powerful, because she can just make them cheaper. Surprise move is pretty great here, because you just get that extra attack. Shot girl again, get that extra attack quite guaranteed once you get to that point. What else we got? We didn't even see Sabretooth. I don't know when he went. I'm sure he didn't enter my hand at any point. I don't think I cycled through my deck, which is probably why she didn't get to do much, because she does feel like she needs to cycle through her deck at least once, and I might be wrong about that. Where do all the portals go? I shoved them all here for some reason. But yeah, I think this scenario didn't have a lot of minions, which I was hoping was going to be a good thing for Blink, but I'm still not 100% sure it is. I think the thing with Blink is, I think she's a good hero. I'm just not sure she's my playstyle, because I can see her being really good. I don't think I'll ever get that out of her, to be honest. A big bonus is this in multiplayer. To me, that just makes everyone else's stuff really good. But her stuff, this is her best card to me, other than her upgrades and support, because these are literally vital. If you don't have these, you're basically not playing. But this is like her big event that actually does something, because you've got the portals, and gives you a reason for keeping them out. If it wasn't for these, and maybe this on higher player counts, and maybe this if you stacked your portals on one person, but it would have to be like, that'd be a game ending thing if you stuck like 3 or 4 of your portals on that same person. You could get that to really high, but that would essentially be what, 3 cost for 6, roughly, or 4 effective cost, I guess, 5 effective costs for 8. Yeah, but you've probably used them before that, so it's not quite that, but you know. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with her. I think she's just not for me. I did really want to like her, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more out of her. I did feel better with her though this time, like with the way I was using the portals and things, them staying out. It just feels a bit of a shame to waste the fact that you can do the attack and thought events so easily. I mean, I just had those 2 stuck out there forever doing nothing. That was the other thing. I'd love if she had like a bonus or something for like attacking or thwarting a portal, but just something, which she benefits permanently for having a portal out. Because at the minute it's basically, if you have them split, this event, if you have them in one place, then it's either this event or this event. And then it doesn't matter where it is for this one. And if you have attached to an enemy, then this does have damage to them. It sounds like a lot, but it doesn't feel like a lot. But as I say, I don't think this is my sort of hero, so take that with a grain of salt. Probably won't come back to her, I don't think, but it's a shame. But yeah, just not for me. Moonstone. Right. Separate some of these cards out. I think I already mentioned about Fixer. Yeah, I did. And okay, so I'm not going to go over the aspect cards apart from Fixer, but I'll just quickly go over her stuff. Right, so she's definitely on the stronger side. I which I get the impression is she punches really hard, and that's her main thing. Yeah, which she definitely does. You basically turn 1, you're hitting for 4. You're getting 4 damage off because you're going to use the Moonstone gem. I got extremely lucky and got all 3 of these cards like near instant. Extremely lucky, which does help. So that did make her a lot stronger. I imagine if you didn't have the power suit out, that would have made a big difference, because you wouldn't have been just doing these every turn. And yeah, so I think I used her ability for event cards maybe once, but it works. But you pretty much always want the ready, I think. So her hero identity, her hero ability, I don't get that ability unless there's some sort of synergy I'm missing or something. It's always better to just take the 1 damage from ready, I think. Apart from maybe defense, but defense you're taking the 2 damage, so is it better to defend with after taking 2 damage? I don't know. It's the honest answer. I'm not sure I get this. There's some sort of synergy I'm missing or something, but this just always seems better than this. And you can't use this without this anyway, so unless you had the 2nd gem without this, but I don't think you would, so yeah, I don't really get that. But overall, I liked her. Again, might not be my playstyle. It's a bit more of a negative episode, but it's not negative because the characters are like bad or anything. It's just I don't think they match the way I play. Therapy I didn't really get a chance to use because there isn't many minions in this set. This is what you get when you don't read the cards before you pick a scenario. Yeah, so which could be pretty good. Take out a minion before you get hit by them. Yeah, I like it. This card feels like the +1 hand size just feels a lot. Like the +3 hit points and heal 1 damage just feels enough on that card, to be honest. Maybe. Well, you probably wouldn't do 3 costs there, but the +1 hand size is a big bonus. I don't know what other cards are costed like that, but it just feels like a lot. I don't know if it is. Her events though, I do really like. So Moonbeam, I love the triggers keyword. I think I used that every single time it came up almost. Although I think there was one time where I didn't because it was like it's not really worth it. But it's a really interesting one to play about with, and I'm sure if I was struggling a bit more with threat, which I'm not quite sure how I wasn't, but then it would have been a bit more of a decision, but I just always wanted to use it. But obviously that meant we had to spend time dealing with a threat, so this would have been an even faster game I think if we didn't have to deal with that. I think, yeah, I didn't get to use the Moonstone on the Moonbeam or Seduction. Seduction because I just didn't need to. I don't know if this scenario has any crisis icons, not sure. I can't actually remember. But then Moonbeam could have been helpful, to be fair, but I think I used it to attack or fort instead. But it's quite a helpful one, and yeah, both are helpful in good situations. Intangible, I did use it on, and it probably saved me from dying. Because yeah, we ended up getting hit down the health for saying we were on 18 at one point. We soon started to hit down it. But yeah, I like her events a lot. Didn't get to use Angry Bee Energy. It seems like a strong card. 1 cost for 1 draw, 2 damage, and shuffle 2 cards into your deck for something you can do every turn. Yeah, it's good. Don't know if it's too good. I'm not sure. Seems very good. And Hawkeye. Simple. Yeah, two attack ranged. Yeah, makes perfect sense. It's also Moonstone gem. Heal 1 damage from Hawkeye. Yeah, if you're doing like a Voltron build or like a sidekick build, then it's a nice different use for your Moonstone gems. It's basically never gonna die, which is great. So yeah, 2 good sets. I just don't match their playstyle. I think it is the problem. I don't think it was the scenario. I suppose that could have made a difference, but yeah. Still had fun with both. They're still fun, just not probably ones I'd come back to. Hama, there's a few typos. I mean, NTO exhaust is a great one. But other than that, she kind of works. We had a while where she wasn't getting bloodbending attachments out, so I was a little bit worried that we were never going to see that. But once that started to come in, we did have to kind of deal with it quickly. So, but we did have triage to deal with it quite nicely. But it could have been really bad. I'm wondering if I need to make it so they come out a bit more often. The only card that didn't work was the Puppet Master, so I think I'm going to have to change that again. And I think I might change that to something completely different, because it's just not going to work. Maybe it'll do damage equal to cost or something like that. Not sure. Because, to be fair, in that one it probably would have dealt the damage to the people with the portals. Which isn't really what should happen. The idea is you get a drop kick and you deal 4 damage to someone, or something like that. Like a Hulk Smash, or although I don't think Hulk Smash would work either. That would have an upgrade, so deal 7 damage by accident or something like that. That's kind of the thing you're going for, but it just didn't. It just doesn't quite work, so I'm gonna have to make another change there. Yeah. Right. What else was I going to say? No, I think that's everything. So I'm going to leave it there. And okay.